Are you trying to weigh all of the options before you decide to ditch the dye and make that transition to gray hair? Or maybe you're early in the process, but if you are anything like me, you want to know everything there is to know, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And today, I'm going to share with you what I believe is the most annoying part of going gray. Now, obviously, I'm still early in the journey, so this could change, but right now, I'm going to share what I consider the most annoying part. Now, if we have not met, my name is Kat, and Ditching Diets and Dye is all about my journey to stop fighting my body and start trusting it instead. So what is the most annoying part? Well, for me, the most annoying part of this transition to gray hair is all of the unknowns. That's the short answer, and it's the vague one, but I am going to elaborate a little bit. Because when you decide to go gray and stop dyeing your hair, there's a leap of faith involved because there's a lot of stuff you cannot know when you start it out. Now, the first thing is not knowing what your hair looks like underneath. I mean, if you are like me and you were dyeing your hair for a long time and then doing it frequently, I was getting root touch-ups every 5 to 6 weeks, there was never enough time for me to honestly get a look at what my gray hair truly looks like underneath. So I just didn't get a sense. So we just don't know what it's going to look like. And if you look around online, you'll see that, wow, so much variation in women's gray and silver hair. I mean, it's kind of incredible, but it also makes it even harder to predict what your hair is actually going to look like. The next one is, what will it look like with your skin? Now, as a pale person, one of my biggest concerns for a long time was, I'm going to look so washed out if I stop dyeing my hair. And so that was a really big concern of mine. Now, as you can see, I've got salt and pepper hair. And so I do still have a little bit of that dark embedded in there, but it is definitely going to change my look. And I don't really know until it's complete what my look will look like. I know someone in the comments in an earlier video said, you'll probably get a softer look. And I can see already, if you compare when I had completely dark brown hair to now, that yeah, my look is softening. But the total look, we're yet to see. The next thing is, how will it behave? So will my natural hair behave differently? Maybe it'll be more wiry or frizzy. And I mean, if I'm being honest, I don't actually know if dyeing your hair changes your hair at all. So let me know in the comments if I'm completely out to lunch on that. Maybe your hair behaves the same even when you dye it. I don't know, but that was an unknown for me. And then the other thing is, how long will it take? Now, you can estimate, and my hair appears to be growing at the rate that most people say, which is around half an inch per month. In a few weeks, will be at 8 months since my last hair dye, and I have around 4 inches of gray hair that has grown out. So as long as I figure out where I want my hair to cut, which for me, personally, I had short hair for most of my 20s and I didn't really love it. But depending on where I want my hair to end up, I could probably guess, but there's still a little bit of unknown. There are people who are finishing their transition in under 2 years, some are over 2 years, and I just don't fully know how long it's going to take. So that's just one of the unknowns. Anyhow, that is what I believe to be the most frustrating thing, because I like to have information and I like to have firm details before I make a decision, but this is one of those things that you just can't do. So you have to have a little bit of faith that whatever nature gave you is going to be fine. But again, you never know. So that is what I find most annoying. I would love to hear from you. If you have already started the transition or maybe you're far ahead, what do you find is the most annoying thing? Also, I could find out soon that there's something else that I find more annoying. And if that happens, I will keep you updated. But if you did find this video at all helpful, then I encourage you to subscribe and stay notified for when there are new videos available. And you can come along for the ride.